Hello and welcome back to my channel, Charmed Intuition Tarot. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. We are back with a weekly reading. So I missed last week, and I think I've only done that twice in the entire time I've been doing these weekly readings. I think that was only my second one, so I appreciate your patience. This week, though, I am back with something a little bit different that we're going to try moving forward. So what I thought would be kind of fun is every week to have a different additional question. This week's question is very simple. We're just asking what kind of self-care do the cards recommend this week? So just a fun question, but every week I thought we would ask a different question. So one week we might ask, okay, what's going to surprise you this week? Or one week we might say, okay, what do you need to know about a relationship this week? So we'll kind of mix it up, but we are still doing the same weekly reading, just with an additional question added on. So I hope you enjoy that, but let me show you what you have to choose from today for this week's forecast. We've got 3 items. So for group 1, we have this little crystal ball. Group 2, we have the little teapot. In group 3, we have the oatmeal cream pie cookies. So whichever item or number, 1, 2, 3, you feel drawn to, that will be your messages for this week. Let's take a deep breath together. I really needed that this week. Every time I do the deep breath, I realize how much I actually need to remember to do that. It feels so good. But yeah, if you need more time, feel free to pause. And please remember, have fun with my readings. My readings are meant for entertainment purposes. I do hope that there is a message today that resonates. I hope this all makes sense. Feel free to come back at the end of the week or next week and let me know what ends up happening, what ends up making sense. We got a lot of information today, so I'm very excited to hear what you think. Let's dive into it. I will put the timestamps below. Really quick, that I almost always forget to mention it, but I do have Patreon and memberships. So if you want to receive a special reading every single week, you can check that out and support the channel and become part of my cozy community. We do different questions every single week there. So feel free to check that out. That is linked below, and it's really whichever is more convenient. Memberships is on YouTube and Patreon is a different site. But there's lots of, especially on Patreon, there's like a huge library of videos that you can check out there. So yeah. Let's jump into it. Timestamps will be below. We'll start with group number 1. Group 1, if you chose the first item, the little crystal ball, then this is your weekly message. So today we're doing an additional question. We're going to do that going forward during the weekly readings. We're going to ask what kind of self-care would benefit you this week. So I've already shuffled that. We'll save that for the very end. But yeah, let's dive in. Let's see what is in store for you this week, group 1, if you chose the crystal ball. We'll get you some tarot. We'll get you some charms. Got Journey, and look on the bottom, Insight. I'll take both. So Journey and Insight. Interesting. Okay, let's get you some tea leaf cards as well. Okay, you've got the arrow. So you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, and you also have a feather. So someone you know is undependable and insincere. Yeah, I feel like you're having a hard time counting on someone right now, group 1. Like there's somebody you just feel like, okay, I can't rely on them. They're not keeping their promises. Or this could be something that happens this week. Like you find someone, cancels plans or backs out of something or makes a promise and then doesn't keep it or something like that. So just kind of keep aware that that could happen this week. Or this is possibly something that you've already encountered, you've already been dealing with. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Okay, so you're going in the right direction with something, group 1. Like something you're doing is working. You can be confident that you made the right choice. You're on the right path with something. So let's keep going. We'll get you some tarot and we'll get you some charms as well. Sorry. Okay, group 1, let's see what is going on, starting with tarot. So Monday, you've got 8 of Wands. Tuesday, you've got the 2 of Wands. Wednesday, you've got 6 of Wands, lots of Wands starting off the week. 5 of Pentacles coming in Thursday. Friday, you've got 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Saturday, you've got the King of Wands. And then Sunday, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. All right, let's get you some charms, group 1. I put my charms in this bag that I found at the thrift store. It's nice because like when I had them in the bowl, they're hard to shuffle. Whereas this is like, I can really get my hand in there and give them a good shuffle. Okay, group 1. What is going on for group 1 this week? All right. Okay. I felt the need to take a deep breath there for some reason. All right. So let me just take a look. Usually what I like to do, if you've watched my readings before, my weekly readings, is I do a quick little scan to see what really jumps out at me. I also like to see what we have more of. Now I noticed right away, starting off the week, we've got a lot of wands. That continues on Saturday with the King of Wands. You've also got Pentacles. So Pentacles and Wands. So no cups this week, no swords, I'm noticing. I always just like to kind of look at that. And then you've got, I'm trying to see if I notice anything else jumping out here. I think this week, I'm trying to think of the right word. Your dedication to something might be tested a little bit this week. Just trust that you've made the right decision, that you're on the right path, that you've made the right choice for you. I'm really noticing, because we had the crystal ball that you chose and then that one was at the bottom of the deck, and then I'm noticing the Two of Wands. It always looks to me like they're holding a crystal ball. So I'm getting a lot of this crystal ball energy. It could be that something this week is giving you some sort of like confirmation that something good is coming, or you've just got this strong intuitive feeling about something, or you're gaining some sort of insight or clue about something that's happening. I'm curious to see what happens with that, but let's get started with the day-by-day look. Little forecast here. So Monday, you've got 8 of Wands. So Monday, things could kind of happen unexpectedly Monday. We're starting off the week with a really big rush of energy. This could bring in a lot of sudden change or just a lot at once. This brings in sort of this whirlwind energy. It typically can be very exciting. It can be at times overwhelming, but I usually like this energy because it brings in, like, I just think of this big gust of wind bringing in this nice fresh energy. You don't have any charms really other than a 1, okay? So it could be 1 o'clock possibly, or just sort of like ace energy, new beginnings. But either way, Monday could be the kind of day where things are just sort of even unpredictable. It could even be something with somebody else that you're dealing with, a change of schedule or something having to get rescheduled or something like that. But yeah, Monday could be a bit of a whirlwind day. I would say expect the unexpected starting off this week, and just kind of go with the flow, I think, is the best advice with this energy. There also could be something like news or just something happening kind of suddenly or unexpectedly. So if you can kind of, if you can kind of expect the unexpected, I think it'll work out just fine. And then on to Tuesday, you've got luck. I love, this is reminding me of like Lucky Charms cereal with the rainbow and the little 4-leaf clover. So maybe that is, maybe that resonates for you in some way. You've got the little dragon charm and you've got the mask. Interesting. The dragon with this castle, like this is just reminding me of someone in a castle. Like with the dragon protecting the castle or something like that is coming through. Let me see here. I think I'm getting the person that you're dealing with that is undependable or insincere is going through something very dramatic, okay? There's something about stories being told. Someone might be telling you a little bit of a tale or a story in regards to like why they've been undependable or why they haven't been honest or reliable or whatever the case may be. You might be getting a bit of a story about it this week. Again, it's up to you. This is just kind of telling you the energy that might come in this week, okay? So I guess the best thing to do this week is kind of don't put too much emphasis, I guess, on what this other person's doing and kind of focus on what you can do this week, okay? So again, you might find this week someone breaks a promise or just cancels plans, or you feel like they're not answering you back or something like that. Like there's just sort of this feeling of someone being unreliable this week. So it might be up to you to kind of like take charge and take the lead with something is what I'm seeing on your board, because I'm getting strong King of Wands energy all throughout the board here. This is my oftentimes my King of Wands charm, and you've got the King of Wands there as well. So you might have to kind of take charge in making plans or initiating something this week, getting something going. It could also be too, group one, that like you've chosen to go on this path, you've made a decision, this person was going to travel with you, whatever this path represents, and then now they've backed out, or they've not kept their promise. I want to read this just because it fell over. Ooh, make a meal. Interesting. Okay. So we'll get to that in a second, but I don't know, maybe it popped up that, like, I noticed it this day, maybe, so maybe there's something about cooking that day or something like that. Maybe you're trying to get more into like cooking or something like that, as opposed to like ordering food or something. But yeah, make a meal's coming up this week as your suggestion for self-care. Maybe for you, cooking is just really relaxing. For me, it definitely is. Maybe you're trying out new recipes this week. Maybe you're cooking for someone. That just popped in. You could be cooking for someone as well, but make a meal popped up. And for some reason, I felt the urge to look at it Tuesday. So Tuesday, there could be something about cooking or getting something, about cooking for someone or cooking with a loved one. So yeah, let me know what that ends up being. You've got like feelings of luck and improvement here, okay, on Tuesday. And again, I was just getting like Lucky Charms cereal because of these two charms. All right, so let's see what's happening Wednesday. You've got the key and the lock. Look how interesting that is. So there's something getting unlocked on Wednesday. Getting something about someone's feelings being unlocked, or something you're feeling, something you've been locking up. But something's getting unlocked Wednesday. You'll have to come back and update me if you want. Let me know what that is. But it's interesting that we've got the key and the lock. So something's getting unlocked. This usually makes me think of like secrets being unlocked, just because it's a diary lock, or somebody's feelings. But overall, Wednesday, you've got a great feeling of success, accomplishment, achievement, appreciation. This could be a good sign for anything this day. It could be that work goes really well, something to do with business, a great review online if you've got a business, great performance review at work, something you're accomplishing personally. I'm getting something about a performance or a speech or something like that going really well. But this is saying it's a good day of like, I'm feeling, honestly, you're getting some sort of like confidence boost this day. The bird always makes me think of freedom, okay, freedom, and oftentimes makes me think of perspective. Okay, so that might resonate for you. There could be something about a perspective shift. You've got the pirate here as well. Now the pirate, this is like, I've talked about this charm before. It's my all-time favorite, just because I've had it forever. This charm came out of a Kinder Surprise when I was a kid, and I'm astonished that I still have it, just because I've always lost things. And it's this little brass toy that came in the Kinder Surprise, and I used to kind of like put it with I used to make these little fairy scenes and little houses and things. It was always in there. So this to me represents imagination and adventure, pursuing adventures. It's kind of like, it's like some sort of exciting. I'm getting a storybook, so you're pursuing some sort of exciting chapter. There's something exciting that's like in store for you. The story is about to get exciting. Just came in. Okay, the story is about to get exciting. On to Thursday. Thursday's interesting. You've got the 5 of Pentacles. You've got the hand with the money, and you've got be generous and the favor will be returned. Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe Thursday, somebody could be asking for help in some way, okay, or you might be in a position to be able to help someone financially or donate something. Maybe some of you are wanting to do something special for the holidays. I know me and my friend were at the mall yesterday, and we were looking, because there's different things, like Christmas cheer and different things you can do to kind of like help make someone's holiday season a little easier, a little more bright. So maybe something like that. But it's saying be generous and the favor will be returned. So you're doing something generous on Thursday. And if it's not financial, if it can't be financial for you, maybe you're helping someone or loaning someone something or doing a favor for someone. But there's a feeling of generosity and being able to help someone, and then also that help or that good energy kind of coming back to you. And that's not why you're doing it. I genuinely feel like you just want to help. But there's definitely, that's coming through very clear around Thursday. And it doesn't always just have to be this day. It's just, we're looking at the week overall, but around middle of the week, you're definitely getting encouragement to be generous, and someone may be in need or asking for help in some way. On to Friday, you've got Queen of Swords energy. You've got the hand. This charm is interesting. It's like a little hand holding on to this little circle. I always think of just like holding on to something, telling you to hold on for something. And you've got the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. It's interesting to see the Nine of Pentacles next to that Five of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a feeling of accomplishment. It's a feeling of independence and being self-sufficient. So there's definitely, and I'm seeing that here with the Queen of Swords as well. So there's a strong feeling of independence coming in Friday, or feeling very much like you can rely on yourself, which I think has to do with this, someone you know is undependable and insincere. There is a feeling this week of like, okay, I can't always count on someone else. I can count on myself though. So you're really kind of leaning into that energy this week, especially around Friday. So there is a strong feeling of like independence and feeling very, I'm feeling very like this energy of feeling confident and sure of yourself, sure of what you need to do. This could be also a day where you're treating yourself in some way or doing something nice for yourself. It tends to be, to me, a card of luxury or doing something special, treating yourself to something. So that might resonate for that day as well. Moving on to the weekend, Saturday, you've got promise only what you can deliver and the sword. So I think, so this person is maybe promising more than they can deliver, okay? So you're choosing to only promise what you can actually deliver, whether it be to yourself or to someone else. So you're not making promises you can't keep. You're not committing to things that you know you can't do. It's really emphasizing this on Saturday for some reason. You do have the King of Wands, which I did notice came out in reverse originally. So it could, again, be like this is a day to not make plans that are too... I don't want to say don't make ambitious plans, because I think that everything you're doing is great. You do seem to be on track for a lot of success, okay? You're on the right path, but it could be saying, hey, like, for some reason Saturday, like, things could kind of pop up unexpectedly, or it could just be saying, like, you need to be honest about what you can actually deliver and what you can actually do right now, and also to yourself as well. But yeah, I think that this is going to be a day where maybe you feel very ambitious, very motivated, but it's just wanting you to kind of remind yourself, okay, like, if, you know, I don't have to do it all, or, you know, I can only do what I can. So just keep that in mind. Every day might not feel as productive, or you know, you might not feel like you can do it all every single day. So just keep that in mind. So promise only what you can deliver. And then in closing off the week, you've got the Hand, you've got Can, you've got Two of Pentacles. I think this weekend might be a tad overwhelming, or you might be having a lot to juggle. You've got the Tire here, which for some reason is coming through as literal tire. So there could be something about changing a tire, winter tires. If it's not that, it could just be something about movement, or a situation is kind of fluctuating right now. You've got the little paint palette. There could be something creative that you're doing, or something you're doing with your hands that's creative. Two of Pentacles, again, is usually one of my busy day cards, so it could be a busy day, a day to juggle a lot, or trying to find some sort of balance with something could be important to you that day. You could be trying to weigh your options with something as well, or make a decision. But interesting week overall. I'm curious to know how this resonates. Please come back and update me next week, and we'll see you later. If you chose the cute little teapot, then this is your messages for the week ahead. Let's see what's in store for you. We're going to start with your little additional question. So I think carrying forward into these weekly readings, I think what I'm going to do is ask an additional question every single week. So each week the question will be different. This week I thought I would keep it simple, and we're just going to ask what kind of self-care would benefit you this week. So we'll start with that. For group one, I ended up reading it like midway through the reading. I might kind of change how I do it going forward, but I do think that I want to ask a specific question every week along with the weekly reading. All right, so you got watch a movie, which I was happy to see. This is actually my favorite form of self-care, one of them. There's just nothing better than just like getting a movie, getting some snacks. I like to get in bed, make a cup of tea or something, and just watch a good movie, okay? So maybe for you, this is something like seasonal. You know, maybe you're watching, like for me, it's the Santa Claus or Home Alone. I always have to watch Home Alone every year. But yeah, let's dive in. We'll see what else we're getting. But your self-care suggestion this week is just to watch a really good movie. Again, maybe it's something, I'm kind of getting like more something maybe nostalgic or something like that. You've got agreement. So there's some sort of agreement being made. Group 2. What's going on this week for group 2? This is like making me think of Two of Cups energy. You've got compliments from an admirer. Wow. Okay. So really strongly getting like someone making some sort of proposal, honestly, whether it's like an actual proposal, if so, congratulations. But if it's a proposal, it could be any kind. It could be like, someone asking you out on a date. I'm feeling strong Two of Cups energy from this, and you've got compliments from an admirer. So someone's got someone's got their eye on you. They've got a crush on you. Okay, group 2. Okay, you got 2 popping out here. Oh, sorry. Let me put that back. Okay, you've got butterfly, a change for the better, and secret admirer. Okay, so group 2, you've got a secret admirer. And maybe it's not secret, okay? Maybe it's at the point where you're starting to kind of realize this, but somebody's got strong feelings for you, okay? And we're going to find out more with the tarot and the charms, but someone's got some feelings for you that I think they're sharing this week. And you've also got a change for the better. So something's happening this week that you're going to view as a positive change in your life. It could be this relationship, but like I said, this is really making me think of 2 of Cups. If it's not romantic, because it might not be romantic for everyone, this could be some sort of business agreement. Okay, I'm seeing like a toast of some kind, so it could be a business. I'm seeing people say cheers. Okay, so there could be a business agreement or a friendship agreement, or just something where 2 people are agreeing on something, and this is a positive thing. Okay, it could be you in a partnership, making changes for the better together as a team. This could be professional compliments, like secret admirer. Like, to have 2 admirer cards is pretty interesting, but it doesn't always have to be romantic admiration. It could be something like professional, like someone admires your work, or they're noticing something that you're doing, something like that. But you're definitely feeling appreciated this week is my feeling, and someone's noticed you. I do think that for most of you this is romantic. I'm going to be honest, that's what I'm feeling. So I think someone's got a crush on you, or someone's developing feelings, or maybe you're like starting a new relationship and getting closer to this person. But yeah, there's definitely 2 of Cups energy coming in strong. Someone's got strong feelings. I'm getting for some of you, someone wants to commit long term, or wants to kind of make this official, right? So someone's wanting to make things official with you and really commit. So let's look at the day-by-day forecast. Have fun with this, of course. I always say it, but if a challenging card pops up, don't let that determine how your day is going to go, okay? It doesn't, absolutely does not mean that you're going to have a bad day or anything like that, okay? The energy, I look at the cards too as like a whole, like how they all interact together too, so. All right, so we're going to pull your tarot. We'll go day by day. It will get you some charms as well. Okay, group 1, or group 2, sorry. The Lovers, the Death card, okay. That could be the Butterfly card. The Hanged Man, Wednesday, Temperance, Friday, 10 of Swords, Saturday, Ace of Pentacles, wow. Sunday, 9 of Pentacles, wow. Okay, let's get some charms. I put all my charms in this nice bag. I like it because I can really give it a good shuffle. I found it harder to shuffle in the bowl, so. Okay, group 2, let's see what you need to know. Group 2, it's a little bit more here. It's kind of a sweet spot for charms, because if you get too many, it can sometimes, like, it can kind of confuse the message. And if you don't get enough, sometimes you feel like you wish you had more. This seems good. Okay, so let's take a look. The first thing I like to do, group 2, is just peek and see if there's anything I'm noticing. You've got a lot of Major Arcana cards. First of all, I'm noticing that. And then you've got Pentacles and Swords. So let's see if anything else is jumping out at me here. Realizations coming in this week, possible announcements coming in, lots of communication as well. Something is getting, you're getting a yes, or something is about to move forward as well this week. This could be, again, professionally, or just something. You've got the word yes there with the horse, so something is able to move forward or gain momentum. All right, okay, so let's just start with Monday. We'll go day by day. Okay, you've got Sprouts, the Lovers card. You've got the Open Cage with the keys, which is very interesting. You've got the little bridge kind of right in the middle there. And then you've got be generous and the favor will be returned. Okay, so let me see here. Well, sorry, I'm just listening to what's coming through. Okay. There's somebody in your life group too that's like unlocking something for you. I don't know if they're unlocking feelings. I don't know if there's just this feeling of somebody who you can fully be yourself with and be free with. That's my feeling. Like somebody you can really, like there's a lot of potential in this relationship. I really feel like this person's helping you overcome some sort of obstacle. Okay, so again, this could be professional, it could be friendship, it could be romantic, but there's somebody that really wants to help you. There's somebody that wants to be something very positive in your life. I'm seeing a new relationship or a new partnership definitely forming this week, okay? This could not be more clear. Like sprouts as well, like there's something starting. This is just the beginning, and this is leading to positive change. You've got change for the better. You've got the little bridge here going over the this always makes me think of overcoming some sort of obstacle. You've also got the death card, okay? So there's definitely a theme of change and transformation and endings this week, okay? So this is saying that this is a change for the better. So something ending this week is going to be a positive thing in your life. You're cutting something off this week, or something is just ending once and for all. Again, this is going to be a positive thing, okay? So don't be worried about what this is. This is like some sort of challenging chapter finally coming to a close, okay? So it's closing. There could also be sort of a decision to, like, look at this. You've got like it's like, it's just sort of like that last little, this is just telling me that this is like the close. You're finally getting closure with something, or something's really finally about to end and change. Your persistence will pay off soon. So yeah, something maybe you've been working on for a while could also be really starting to pay off. You're starting to see the changes actually happen. You're starting to see the transformation take place. So that's really good as well. You and another person, you and a partner could be agreeing to make a change together. That's what I feel like is happening for a lot of you. There's an agreement that you're making together. And again, like I said earlier, I think this is going to be a change for the better for both of you. So a lot of positive changes this week for sure. On to Wednesday, you've got the Hanged Man, and you've got the hot air balloon. You've got the little wedding cake topper, the piece with the star, and you've got the lightning bolt. Okay, so I'm kind of getting maybe an epiphany or a realization or some sort of like aha moment happening that day, okay, with the lightning bolt and the Hanged Man card. You're seeing something maybe from a different perspective or a different point of view. Could be something to do with a partner or a relationship. That's kind of what I feel like it is, because I'm seeing compromise. I'm seeing peace and compromise and harmony in a relationship. So if there's been tension, disagreements, I'm seeing something getting sorted out. I'm seeing you and another person maybe coming to a compromise, and maybe seeing something from someone else's point of view, which is always helpful. Doesn't mean you have to agree with everything that they're saying, of course, but like there's a certain degree of compromise or kind of meeting in the middle here this week. And again, possibly seeing something from someone's perspective. Some of you, this just popped in, are going to pursue some sort of I don't know if it's necessarily just counseling, but you're doing something with somebody that's going to improve your relationship or your communication. You're agreeing to work together. So this is a really good sign. If you're in a relationship and you feel like you've been putting in most of the effort, there could be a big conversation this week, or somewhat of a breakthrough in the relationship that does start to create, you know, improvements. Even if it takes time, right? There could be some patience necessary with this, and some compromise, like I said, but it does seem like a lot of changes are happening for the better this week. Things are kind of getting dealt with once and for all. I'm getting that enough is enough energy. So something's ending, or you've had enough of something, or something's finally being brought up or discussed. There could be not even necessarily an argument, but just a very a conversation with a lot of realizations on both sides. All right, so on to Friday. Again, you've got this feeling of something coming to an end. So you've got this strong theme here, change for the better. So something's happening, something's ending. This is the thing. This is an ending to like a challenging, difficult phase. Okay, so something's you're finally getting closure, or this chapter is ending. But it is requiring a decision on your part, okay? Because the thing with the Ten of Swords is a lot of times we can kind of linger in that energy, and we can feel this feeling of defeat or burnt out or just exhaustion. I'm seeing that it's not lasting because you've got the Ace of Pentacles right after. I'm just kind of seeing this feeling of like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to make this change for the better. You've got a Gemini as well that day. So that could be an important person. It could be this person you're making an agreement with, or someone in a friend group. Okay, I'm seeing a get together of some kind as well on Friday. Okay, I'm seeing like friends getting together or party or something like that. Maybe some of you are watching a movie with friends or something. You've got the Octopus here as well. Kind of like in the middle there. 7, by the way, you've got a 7. So that could be 7 o'clock. Usually for the weekly readings, I take it as a time, but it could also just represent like the energy of like 7 in the tarot, for instance. Yeah, you've got the Octopus. This makes me think of balance as well, but also multitasking. So Saturday going into the weekend could be quite busy. You could have a lot to do. I'm getting an important phone call or something. There could also be communication in regards to an opportunity or a new job, promotions, something, whatever this Ace of Pentacles represents. So there's something, a new beginning, okay, a new opportunity coming in by the weekend, or something that you're starting. And there's some communication coming in regarding whatever this is. So this could be an exciting phone call regarding some sort of opportunity or something to do with work. This could have to do with the admirer, so someone who really wants to, they want to start something with you. They're drawn to you. They appreciate you. So I'm getting that this communication is coming in on the weekend. And then you have Sunday quite a bit here. You got a certain degree of like frustration here, or maybe finally something starting to move forward, okay? Because that can indicate frustration. You've got, okay, there's new hope for projects you'd almost given up on, the Horse and a yes. So you might get like an unexpected yes or a go ahead on something. Something may be actually moving forward that you thought wasn't going to happen. So this is really a good sign. You've got the Coffee Cup. You've got like the Two of Wands, the Bee, and the Nine of Pentacles, as well as a little deer here. I'm just seeing like you've been frustrated for a while. You've almost kind of given up on a certain goal or something that you had your heart set on. Something could change, okay? Some new information could come in, or something might kind of change, or your strategy might change, or your plans might change possibly, but there's something giving you this new sense of motivation and energy, and you're wanting to kind of get to work with something, or again, make this change for the better. So I don't know if it's something happening like outside of the situation that's helping this move forward, or something you're doing, or something you're changing, but something's getting moving, okay? Or you're getting a yes or a go ahead or confirmation of something that's helping something move forward that's been frustrating. You're able to kind of make plans now and move forward with this sense of like energy. You're ready to get to work. I'm seeing you having a solid plan. I'm seeing you feeling very independent and self-sufficient as well. So very interesting. Let me know what you think of this, if this ends up making sense. This crush energy or secret admirer energy is coming through. And that could literally be what it is. Like someone reveals that they've got feelings for you or something like that. Again, if it's not that, it could just be like your relationship or a relationship in your life really starting to strengthen, or the two of you coming to some sort of compromise or agreement. I'm seeing possible toasts, cheers, something to celebrate. Cozy movies this week is a good thing to do. Watch a movie, go to a movie with friends maybe. And then overall a sense of a change for the better. Both changes that you're making, certain chapters ending, and then new things kind of opening up, new possibilities opening up, getting the go ahead, getting, something's finally starting to get momentum. So really great. And also just epiphanies, realizations, different perspectives and point of views. Beautiful week. I really like this. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear it, and we'll see you next week. Group 3, if you chose the little oatmeal cream pies, then this is your messages for the week ahead. Let's see what's going on for you this week. So every week going forward, I think what I want to do is ask an additional question. So every week we'll have a special little mini question either at the beginning or the end of the reading. I'm just starting this week, so we'll see how it goes. But I thought today's fun question would be, what kind of self-care are the cards recommending? And you got a fun one. You got spend time with animals. So this tells me that this week maybe you're spending time with animals for some reason. Maybe it's your animals. Maybe it's a friend getting a new animal, like a friend or family member getting a puppy or a cat or something like that. it could be, I was actually thinking too, like there could just be sort of a pull towards animal artwork, even like in your home or something. Maybe you're finding a new art piece with animal theme to it. Maybe you're getting a new tarot deck or oracle deck that has an animal theme, but it is coming up for a reason. So we might kind of learn more about what this is as the week progresses, but definitely a theme around animals this week. So let's get you some oracle cards. Then we'll get some tarot and see what's going on. So group 3, you got curiosity. So curiosity. There's something this week that you are kind of tempted to check out or learn about is coming through, something you want to learn about, or an opportunity, like a door opening that you're curious about exploring. So let's see what that is. It could be something to do with work or even like a relationship or something like that, but you're definitely curious. There's some sort of door opening. Group 3. What's going on for group 3 this week? You've got great worry over nothing. I actually love this card. And you've got disappointment in a friend or a lover. All right. Okay. Does it want to stay up there? We'll just prop this up there. Okay, let's get your tarot. See what comes up. So this week, it is saying that there could be some disappointment in a friend or lover. It's interesting because I think it was group 2 had someone being kind of undependable and insincere. So you could be kind of feeling the same way. You could be just feeling this sort of ongoing disappointment with somebody possibly. Let's see. Got great worry over nothing. So there's something you're worried about. It's going to turn out to be not what you think. You're worried about something. You're worried about how it's going to work out or what's going to happen. It's saying there's no need to worry too much about this. You might kind of have a sense of relief about something this week, or realize, even possibly to do with the curiosity card, like maybe something you were kind of nervous about isn't so scary once you kind of open the door and take a look. So let's see what else we get. Okay, so Monday, Lover's card. Tuesday, Knight of Swords. Wednesday, King of Wands. Thursday, the Empress. Friday, Two of Cups. Saturday, the Sun. And Sunday, the Four of Wands. Okay, so your cards aren't, I'm not seeing anything like, if anything, I'm seeing a lot of harmony, okay, and support, especially later in the week. So maybe there's an opportunity to kind of discuss something or deal with something or confront. That's the word I'm looking for. Confront something that maybe you're getting closure on something with somebody. You know, here's the thing, you know, friends, family members, our relationships, sometimes, you know, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes there's going to be disagreements or disappointment or, you know, something happening that has to get dealt with and discussed. That's just part of relationships, you know. So I do see though that maybe there's a discussion that you're worried about, like, okay, I'm really worried about how this conversation is going to go. This person disappointed me, or that I've been worried about this. I've been stressed about this. Maybe like actually having the discussion and confronting this might actually be a good thing. And maybe this person doesn't even realize that they disappointed you. That could also be a possibility as well. Okay, let's get your charms and we'll fully dive in group 3. I can already tell I grabbed too many, but that's okay. Actually, maybe not. I've been finding it hard to tell when I put all my charms in this bag, which I love for several reasons. One of which is that I can add way more charms to this. Like I have so much room, and I was kind of having to limit the amount of charms that I had because they didn't fit in the bowl. So I'm so excited about this. It makes it easier to shuffle as well. So yeah, I love this. So that's what we're using for now. But okay, let's take a look at your board here, your forecast for the week. Seeing some major arcana cards. You've got the Lovers, you've got the Empress, as well as the Sun card. You've got some swords, some wands, and some cups. Okay, so I'm not seeing any pentacles here. All right, so looking at your... It's funny because I said relationships aren't always sunshine and rainbows, and then I see the sun and then the rainbow there. So maybe that popped into my head for a reason. Maybe it's just been like a tense week. Maybe you've been disappointed with a certain situation. Here's the thing. If you don't communicate it. A lot of times people don't know, or they might not like if you're bottling things up, you're not doing yourself any favors, you know what I mean? So it could be like just your sign this week to start like communicating, and don't let it kind of, what I'm getting to tell you is don't let it bubble up into like an argument, right? That's what we do. We'll kind of bottle things up, and then suddenly it's just like this big argument or something like that. Maybe this week you're sort of confronting something that's been disappointing, or something that you've been disappointed about, to kind of just get it out of the way and dealt with. Because I'm just seeing, again, so much harmony. Like, look at these cards. 2 of Cups, the Sun, and the 4 of... 2 of the happiest cards in the deck, back to back, might I add. But very supportive, harmonious energy, uplifting. Like, it's just beautiful. So that's why I kind of think maybe something's getting dealt with early on in the week. Very loving energy with the Empress, 2 of Cups. Like, I'm just seeing so much love here. Okay, so let's start early on in the week. I think you're the second group to get the Lovers on Monday, which is interesting. So you've got the Lovers Monday. You've got the little astronaut holding the star. You've got the Pentacles charm. So you don't have any Pentacles cards, but you've got the charm. You've got someone is speaking well of you, and the dollar sign landed on it. You've also got the shooting star and the little wagon kind of like right in between. So this is making me think of like Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, around there. But here's the thing, like, just because a card comes out on one day, I don't think it's just that day, right? I'm looking at the whole week together as a forecast. It could just be sort of focused around that day. But this week, it's saying someone's speaking well of you. This person really cares about you. They're very supportive of you. You're worried maybe about what someone thinks at work or something, a performance review or something. It feels work related, okay? So someone's speaking well of you at work or in business or something like that. You're getting a good review maybe, or someone's putting in a good word for you, or a recommendation or something like that. Or at work, maybe your boss is just noticing something, or you're getting some sort of recognition this week. Either way, whatever this is about, whether it's work or just in general, people are saying nice things about you. So that's great. And there could be like a financial element to this as well. You also have the little astronaut reaching the star, which is funny because we just got that charm in the last reading I did. And it was so strange because the night before I had listened to the song Starman by David Bowie like 10 times. Like, you know, when you get on a roll with a song, you can't stop listening to it. I literally could not stop listening to it. And then we got that charm. So I keep seeing this charm now. And look, you've got the shooting star there as well. So something about pursuing your wish or making a wish, reaching some sort of goal possibly on these days. But yeah, the Lovers card is a great card too with this, because it's telling me there's a feeling of partnership and coming together and really wanting to like maybe work on things or make some sort of agreement just came in. Okay, another group had a lot about agreements as well, so that could just be a collective theme this week. You've got the rainbow too, which is really nice because this talks about like improvements. The rainbow comes after the storm, of course, so definitely something improving. Knight of Swords is a bit of it can be a challenging card. It can be a card of very direct communication. It can be a card of someone feeling it can talk about arguments or conflict at times. So there could be definitely a feeling, oh my goodness, sorry, I didn't mean to get distracted, but I keep seeing these Starman references. Look, you've got the astronaut on the moon. What the heck? You've got 2 astronauts and the star, shooting star. There's definitely something there about pursuing things, reaching some sort of goal, a wish coming true or something. Monday, Tuesday. Please let me know what that ends up being. But anyways, yeah, the Knight of Swords can be a card of conflict, or maybe someone's feeling very like, I don't even want to say argumentative, but just sharp in their delivery, right? Just like direct, sharp, a little bit less gentle in their delivery. So that could be something that's going on. Like maybe someone says something just sort of out of, you know, just in the moment kind of thing. They just say something very direct, kind of sharp. So that could be what it is. Okay, with the flute card. You've got love there too. So maybe there's been, I'm kind of getting something about like maybe something the 2 of you have been kind of avoiding some sort of discussion and kind of going a little bit in circles with something. So I think this is actually good because, again, it's leading to so much harmony. And the conversation could go a lot better than you think. Like maybe someone's more receptive than you think. Maybe they're more understanding than you think, right? You don't really know until you have the conversation. But yeah, definitely seeing some direct communication, or maybe even something you realize like about a situation or something that was disappointing or something. Okay, so let's see what we have. We've got Sagittarius energy, so strong fire sign energy going into Wednesday. You've got the King of Wands, so this is definitely getting a lot of creativity around the middle of the week, a lot of motivation to create something. So there's a creative energy coming through midweek. Maybe there's something you want to make or something that you want to pursue. But the King of Wands is my motivation card. It's a card of big dreams, big goals. You definitely have this feeling of like early on in the week wanting to make something happen. You've got this drive and this energy. There could be something you're revisiting or re-strategizing is coming through, but either way, whatever this is, you've got big plans. You've got the energy of like you're taking the lead with something. You're very much in that leadership sort of role. You're very fired up, very passionate, very intense. I'm getting a very strong opinionated energy around Tuesday, Wednesday as well. So you're very strong, passionate opinions about things early on in the week, which is, again, nothing wrong with that. Okay, you've got Virgo energy coming in on Thursday. You've got the Empress, the car, the piggy bank, and the little camper. So, okay, so definitely indications of maybe travel, saving up for travel, or yeah, savings, because this is savings in regards to travel, possibly. But again, more of that creative energy onto Thursday. This is also very loving energy as well, and very nurturing energy. So this could have to do with the animals card. Maybe you're spending time with an animal and just feeling very like motherly or nurturing towards this animal. Just got something, yeah, because there's animals there, yeah. We've got the dog and the cat there as well. So yeah, maybe there's something, maybe some of you are rescuing an animal or helping an animal in some way, but there's a lot of love towards animals specifically coming in Thursday as we connect it to this card. So I'll be curious to know what that is. Maybe some of you are traveling to go get an animal or something, or I'm getting a lot about like rescue or something like that. Yeah, so that's interesting, but just loving energy altogether, very creative energy. And a strong message of self-care as well with the Empress as well. I'm just trying to pinpoint what this might be. Yeah, there could be something to do with travel and an animal coming in that day. There could be travel expenses as well. Please come back and update me if that ends up making sense for you. Okay, you've got the lucky charm in the, there's new hope for projects you'd almost given up on. So something lucky is happening in regards to something you thought wasn't going to happen. You thought, okay, there's no way this project's going to happen, this creative project. I think you're in a very creative energy this week in general. So you're looking at things differently, or you're seeing different ways to bring something to life. So maybe something you thought wasn't going to work, maybe you have like this new kind of found motivation or creativity or optimism about whatever this is. This is also a really good sign for relationships in the flute card because you've got the Two of Cups. So this is a really reciprocal, balanced energy. It's giving, it's loving. I'm seeing partnerships as a focus of the day on Friday. So this could be a really good indication of forgiveness, harmony, compassion, give and take, reciprocal energy, like I said. So this is really good for this flute card because this could be a day where you're really feeling bonded with someone. You're feeling that connection again. So that's great. You've got, yeah, I'm getting something about being guarded or bottled up. It's not good to do that, okay? You know, to bottle things up and then to be like guarded or like, I'm seeing like this tough exterior. I'm seeing you're someone who tends to kind of bottle things up when things upset you. You like just bottle them up and you build them up and you don't want to, maybe it's because you avoid conflict, but I'm just seeing a degree of honesty or being honest about something you've been bottling up. Possibly you've got a Sagittarius coming in that day. You've got the Sun card, which is lovely. The thing is, the Sun card is a very optimistic, positive, harmonious card. It's a card of vitality and just feeling energetic and happy and positive. It's a very positive card. It can talk about great times with family. It can talk about even a birth could be relevant. That's just came through as well. But it can also be a card of, again, honesty, like true authenticity, and that's really what's coming through. You've got others see you as lively, friendly, and witty. So people love you. I'm getting to tell you, people love you They love your energy. They love being around you. They find you motivating. Animals are drawn to you. Animals, like, you might find animals have always just really taken a liking to you. I think you're an empath. I think you're somebody who feels things very deeply. And maybe you do get your feelings hurt a little bit more than maybe your friends because you feel things so much more intensely, or you might take things a little bit more personally. People see you as very, very friendly, very lively, very, very enjoyable to be around. So just know that. You've got the little horse, the little rider on the horse, and you've got the Four of Wands coming in for Sunday. So beautiful energy. Again, you've got two of the happiest cards back to back here. So something on the weekend is making you feel very happy. This is a feeling of achievement and happiness and celebration and success and support and great community and maybe a party or a wedding or something like that. Invitations, something going on, maybe something, it's just making you really happy, something that you want to celebrate. But overall, really beautiful card. I'm seeing you feeling excited to move forward with something. I'm seeing like actually a knight in shining armor energy just came in out of nowhere. So there's something about a knight in shining armor. So overall, this week looks great. Okay, group 3. I'm curious to know what ends up happening. I'm also getting the message to tell you before I go, if you're worried about something, lean into curiosity as opposed to like fear. Okay, so our body can sometimes have a hard time distinguishing anxiety and excitement. So I think you're leaning a little bit more into like curiosity and what if, like, what could happen, what positive things could happen. You're feeling a little bit more optimistic as opposed to like the what if scenarios being negative. You're thinking a little bit more positively. So let me know what you think, group 3. I hope that you enjoyed this. We will see you next week.